Yep, we'll just take two questions and then we'll move on to the Leeds.
How have these first few games changed your expectations for the rest of the season?
They haven't changed anything. My expectations, I will probably, I won't say it out loud, but I think I'll firm them up once we shut this window. We see where the squad's at. We get Dominic Calvert-Lewin fit. I've got a big understanding of where we were last year. I came into the club in a tough time. We stayed up by the skin of our teeth with a huge amount of spirit, which is a big plus from the whole club. But there's a realisation of why were we there, and that's going to take some time. So I didn't go into this year thinking, okay, we've made, 5 signings, a loan, free transfer, and some signings, and think, well, that's us sorted. We're going to fly up the league now. You only got to look left and right and see 150 million spent here, 150 million spent there. So I just have to work, and we do, create a spirit, try and improve. And the first few games, we've deserved more points. I'm pretty sure about that, but we haven't got as many as maybe we would want. But that's football. Can bemoan that fact through the year. Every manager will say similar things at different points. So I'm very grounded on expectations, and I started with that, and I've still got that now.
Okay, so that answer is embargo till 10:30 Sunday evening.
Right.
Okay. We'll now move on to Leeds, if that's
just
all
got
right.
questions. Good to see you again.
And you?
Will Tuesday's game come too soon for Neal?
No. Neal's trained today at the training ground. We're all in tomorrow, so he'll be able to train with some players that didn't get lots of minutes today. So we'll see where he is, but he'll be involved in the squad, I'm pretty sure.
What's the extent of Mason's injury today?
He's opened up his knee and felt some pain, so we're going to scan it in the next day or so. The feeling is it will be weeks maximum, we hope. That may take him out of the next couple of games for sure, but I don't want to jump the gun too much on that. But hopefully it's not a really bad injury, but we'll scan it in 2 days' time.
That's a horrible knock off to see with defensive injuries. I mean, how much more difficult does it make your job to pick that back line for the game against Leeds?
You want stability. I think the boys at the back have been playing well, I have to say. And as much as it's difficult in the squad, you need cover. And you need to be stable. The ones that aren't playing don't like not playing. The ones that are playing hopefully give you stability. So in the moments when Mason comes out and Keno comes on, we've got Seamus there, we've got Ruben at left wing back, Miko that can play centre back. There are different issues different solutions for the problem. It's a shame because I think Mason was doing well. We know going into Leeds and Liverpool coming to us in the next 2 games are very mobile teams, and I think Mason has been doing well against that sort of opposition since I've been here. So we'll just have to find a way and stay together.
What have you made of Leeds' start to the season as well?
Good, they lost today, right? Yeah, well, no, a good start. I watched the game last week against Chelsea. They've got such an energy about them that they've had since Bielsa's time, and I think fair play to Jesse Marsh, came in, kept them up in that moment, and it feels now that as a club and as a squad, it's invigorated them with some good signings and passion and coaching that I don't see, but you can see the reflection of that on the pitch. So it'll be a really tough evening game at Ellen Road on a Tuesday night. It's going to be a tough game, there's no doubt. Thanks.
John?
First half today, most of the threat came from the counter-attacks. It was quite a similar story in that respect against Aston Villa, defended those transitions. Is improving the defence against that something that you can work on the training ground, or is that something you're going to look at maybe for the transfer market? Maybe the numbers, the elusive number 6? Or?
There's two things. I think one is the work you can do on the training ground. That means reviewing that. We reviewed Aston Villa, and the issue of the first goal is that and this is football, you turn the ball over in the middle of the pitch, you can't attack with 11 men behind the ball. It just doesn't work that way, but you've got to try and make the best to have good coverage of the pitch at all times in case you turn it over. And I think that the Villa goals are pretty specific. Other than that, in that game we were really solid. I think today there were a couple of moments where we got it wrong in the first half. I didn't like it. We were short. Defending a counter attack is not about standing on the halfway line, it's about stopping things at source, and at times we didn't do that well enough today. So it's work on the training ground and personnel, and I think when you have now the energy of Amadou and the energy of Alex in there, and if we do add to midfield, that obviously helps that fact. And maybe it was something we were short on last year, but I'm trying to build energy within the team, and that certainly helps the nullifying counter attacks. But of course, it's something we continue to have to work on. Thanks.
You mentioned how impressed you with Anthony's character. How confident are you that he's in the squad Tuesday, that he starts Tuesday?
Of whose character?
Anthony.
Anthony. Oh, he's in the squad Tuesday for sure. Yeah, no, his character's great and he's in the squad and he's a huge player for us. Simple as that. You know, we're getting to the end of the window now and Anthony's a huge player for us and will be this season.
It's telling, isn't it, that he's so committed. You look at players all over the Premier League who are sitting out games because they at training because somebody's interested in playing Chelsea.
Yeah.
And Anthony is like putting in performances like that.
Yeah. Anthony couldn't do that with me. If he'd have tried to sit out games, he'd see a different side of me. So there's no doubt about that, and I think he knows that. And I'm not playing the hard one. It's just that would be so alien to what I'd expect of him, and I just know that's not him. At the same time, he's not a robot, and all this attention is difficult. And I understand that I was that ambitious, hard-working young player, and that's the beauty of Anthony. He's hard-working. He wants to be better. He wants to do what he did today, which is score goals, run for this team, and that's why he's a delight to work with. So yeah, there was never any idea that Anthony would act in that way.
I suppose you had that thing when you were leaving West Ham and going to Chelsea. Similar.
Yeah, I did, and I played, I think, 3.5, 4 seasons for West Ham there. So there's my answer to Anthony. He's played one for us. Sort of. All right.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Just to say the